Okay, today we're gonna make the video for sweet rice stuffed chicken wing, deep fry chicken wing with and here you can see I get the whole wings over here. There are three part process basically. Debone and marinate the wings first, and then cook the sweet rice and then make sweet rice, fried rice, and then stuff it, coat it, and deep fry on here. So I'm going here make a video on how I debone the wings. So here you can see I cut in half, use the knife to split the bone in here. So there are two little bones in this piece over here, so you cut in here. You can see I split the bone, cut bone like here, and then you could use the fingernail to go against the bone to get the meat off. And this side I have to use the little putty knife, a little knife to just cut around the bone first. It's a little bit time consuming process, but the end result is very rewarding. So you kind of feel around the bones, the meat, and around the bones here. You could feel and push the meat down along the bone after you have the initial cut. See, here you can see both of the bones like strip, and then you just kind of twist it and get the one bone out. And once you get it in here, so you see all loose, and I just twist it. And then see that bone's out. So what you get in here is like this. You see the meat and skin, and the stuffing go in there later. Okay, so that is the middle section. This one, and here I'm going to do the same thing. So I get a knife to cut around it, the bone, get the meat around the bones out. So basically cut around it. You could get a kind of knife, and here again. So be careful so you don't end up poking your fingers with it. So here, see how I cut around it already, and then I just push the meat through down like so. See, now it's push it down, and here I just carefully use the knife to get the bone out right here. If you see, I save all my bones for soup broth. That's different topic. See, this one is like this. Again, here I remove the bones, and here I'm gonna do one more. Here I'm gonna split it first around the joint, and here basically just cut the tendons to separate the two bones. And here, and you could use this knife to cut around the meat too if you are more comfortable, but it's probably more better use a little paring knife for this part to separate. And my marinade is basically just gonna be a little bit soy sauce, a little bit oyster sauce, cooking wine. We will record that portion when I'm all ready to marinate. So same thing, push the meat down to expose the bone, and then just pair it. So once you get the initial clearing, it's ready. You just twist it around to loose the tendon, get that one out, and here again twist around and get them out. So next, in here this same thing, I just cut around the bone. Takes a little bit practice, but once you get the hang of it, actually it's not bad at all. So here, just use the knife, and that's it. Okay, and that's how we debone the wings. Now you can see all the this is total 12 wings I deboned it. Now I gonna marinate about 2 pounds of meat, so I get like about a teaspoon of oyster sauce, about a couple teaspoon of soy sauce, about 2-3 teaspoons of cooking wine. That is my typical meat marinade. We like to marinate our meats. So again, you just kind of and trying to marinate at least you know, a couple of hours before you stuff and cook. That's my rule for marinating meats, a couple of hours or overnight before I cook. So that usually is a good flavor to the meat in there. So this one I just marinated. I'm gonna use the container to put away. The next step is you can see I already cooked the sweet rice using a rice cooker, and to make the sweet rice fried rice. And I normally would like to put some snow pea in here, but I'm totally out of it, or broccoli stock, which I don't have. So I put a little bit kernel corn, chop up carrot, mince salad, and a couple Shiitake mushroom to make the fried rice. Some people put a little bit of hams in there or bacon in there to make a fried rice. I just decided not to do it, so mine is more like vegetarian or type sweet fried rice. So going here, you can get the typical fried rice in here. You heat up a little bit of oil in there, brown the meats or the salad and the meats in there, and then brown the vegetable. And the corn is pretty much like everything doesn't take long to cook, so I'm just going to put all of them in here. Gonna brown them. I like to put a little bit soy sauce, a tiny bit of oyster sauce into the when I make fried rice. Like before I put the rice in, I put a little bit, just a tiny bit of oyster sauce in there to flavor the vegetable and meat first. So you can see I'm just gonna saute for a few minutes before I put the rice in. Alright, make fried rice. I find it easier using a non-stick pan to make fried rice since it does not stick. But some people like to use a wok to get the burnt rice in the bottom, because that to them that's a delicacy that they will like. So I do not do that. So after stir it a little bit, now it's time to put the rice in here. So that what you're gonna find out, the difficulty of dealing with the sweet rice, it's very sticky. So it's get a lot more time to try to break it up to get the mix it with the veggies into the fried rice. So when it comes to here, I typically turn the temperature too low, so that allow me to take my time to mix them, so I do not end up burning anything over here. So just that's it. And then at the end, I just put a little bit soy sauce and possible. Some people like to put pepper in there or sugar for the flavor the rice.